the far post from our viewpoint at the most impossible angle. Let's look at this again. Keegan got a little bit of luck here, but carried on and tried to pull it back. It came off the face of the post and away. Brooking, it's open, and there's a line goal by Keegan! Fine flick, which the goalkeeper, I think, hardly saw. Just look at this, Keegan, look at the pace of the run across the face of two defenders, the arc of the head, and the real pace of the header. 17 minutes gone, and Kevin Keegan gets his 10th goal for England. Arneson. David made a good run forward, and here's Simonson. The referee looked closely, gave nothing. Looks as though he might have been obstructed for a moment. No one's given a marking job on him so far. That was Watson, and that's Keegan, and that's two. Both from free kicks taken by Brooking. Watson near side as we look, nobody rose with him. Keegan unmarked, just finished it off going diving forward. 22 minutes and England well and truly in the driver's seat. Benny Nielsen is number 10, Simonson takes it, here's Nielsen, Benny Nielsen. That's a penalty. Referee had no doubt that time, but somewhat influenced perhaps by the earlier decision. Again it's Philip Neal, and the challenge was very awkward and untidy from behind. Down went the Ajax fullback, and this time the referee pointed to the spot. Very well tucked into the corner. Goalkeeper went the correct way, and Seaman says, come on, let's go, or words to that effect. Good of the hip with the side of the foot. Pace beat the keeper, and the positioning. Here's Brooking, plenty of plays forward, that's Lashford! Hit the keeper, who I don't think knew too much about it. Oh, he's going on, he's got a good left leg. Here's Anderson! Brilliant goal! Oh, it's a brilliant goal! A goal scorer in form, Frank Anderson. He scored 5 times out of 6 games for Ajax this season. He took that so well from Christensen, got through the crowd and poked it away supremely neatly. And all credit to the Danes for their comeback. Give it a go, and it really has paid for them. Oh, there's a real feeling of patriotism in the night air. Oh, they're in terrible trouble now. Christensen was offside. When Nielsen robbed Watson, he was okay, but Christensen was offside. And Mickey Mills has been pushed up into the box, which is good to see. Kick by Fleming Nielsen. Barnes. Brooking. Keegan! And finally it goes in, and they appeal to the linesman, but Bob Latchford's goal will count. And I think the appeal was for handball. Let's see. Barnes plays it wide. Brooking the early cross. Keegan couldn't touch it, and what did it go in off? Well, it certainly looked to be around the elbow. Whistles from the crowd, but England back in front. Here's Carsten Nielsen. It's a good positive run by Carsten Nielsen. Really found a gap in the middle. 2 players right, 2 players left. This is Brooking. And this is Latchford. Barnes. Man over far side is Wilkins. And he hits the crossbar, the angle of post and crossbar. Danes in terrible trouble there, and there was so much room for Wilkins on the far side and so much time for Latchford to cross. And here's Neal, bad clearance by the keeper, and he fades to pay for it. Philip Neal with a really well struck shot ends the arguments about Latchford's goal. Look at the pace of that, the sting of it, and Jensen's bad throw out, thrown straight back past his face. Simonson was noted to shake his head then. Pulled the Danes back, but all to no avail in the finish. But here's Rundfeld! Well, that gives him his 10th goal. And for the second time, when England seemed to be home and dry, the Danes have caught them napping, lacking in concentration. Look at that. Look at the time he had. And he made it pay.
Ce sont les Irlandais, cette fois-ci, qui attaquent par l'intermédiaire de Brady. Given sur la gauche. Ryan. Et une balle que l'on laisse passer et qui peut être dégagée par la défense britannique. C'était une belle occasion pour les joueurs en vert. Brooking. Et regardez, tête de Latchford, le meilleur buteur du championnat britannique. Holmes a essayé de sauver sur sa ligne. Nous allons revoir ce but. 1-0 pour l'Angleterre, c'était la 8e minute de jeu. Nous allons revoir ce corner tiré par Brooking. La tête de Latchford. Et le geste désespéré de Holmes, qui ne pourra rien. Qui a peut-être d'ailleurs privé Keynes de ce ballon. Il n'est pas certain que le gardien n'ait pas pu repousser la défense. Et tir de Coppel sur la barre. Une des plus belles actions de cette partie. Vous avez ce tir très tendu de Coppel qui a heurté la barre transversale. Et coup franc dans ces cas-là. Le jeu est beaucoup plus libre. Et Gibbons à côté, bien placé pourtant, c'était l'occasion d'égalisation. Les Irlandais à nouveau l'assaut, mais une obstruction de M. Keegan lui-même, sanctionné par l'arbitre. Un coup franc de Brady, regardez bien. Brady pour son compère Daly, et le tir ne pardonne pas. C'était l'égalisation pour cette équipe irlandaise qui le méritait d'ailleurs, en particulier pour ces deux garçons, Daly et Brady, qui ont fait un travail extraordinaire en milieu de terrain. En l'absence de Giles, le meneur de jeu, et de Highway. Le revoici. Ce tir de Daly, sur lequel Temmens ne peut rien. Un partout. Pour la plus grande joie, sans doute, du public de Lansdowne Road, alors que nous revoyons ce but, vu sur une autre caméra, au ralenti. A pu dégager. Keegan en retrait, Coppel tire, et Keynes détourne. Un coup franc de Brooking, Neil, Brooking, et Keegan à côté a raté l'interception. Holmes a sauvé son équipe sur cette action. Brady. Excellent technicien. Gibbons. Et but de Ryan. Mais regardez bien la réaction. L'arbitre refuse le but pour la faute et regardez. Dans la phase préparatoire à la Coupe du Monde. Et ce résultat nous avait donné bien des soucis par la suite. En tout cas, mis dans l'obligation de battre la Bulgarie, ce que nous avions fait.
As Ireland get us away, attacking the goal to our left, and straight away a touch for the incomparable Jennings. Almost a lazy pass out there by Brooking, but eventually it found Barnes, and away he goes. Latchford outside him, just onside, and here's Coppell coming up quickly as well. Good break by England, and an interesting shot by Coppell. But on that form, certainly Barnes looking in the mood. Ported here by Tony Curry. And O'Neill just nicking out the foot there, but Neil and Curry between them making a bit of progress here. Phil Neal for England with the cross, and the header superbly saved. My word, Coppell's header looked certain against a lot of goalkeepers it would have been. But Jennings' reactions, not for a moment let him down. The cross by Neil. And look at that brilliant piece of keeping. Here's Phil Neal for England, played wide now for Coppell. Interesting cross towards the far post. Keegan. Well, the smile of Keegan, the cross of Coppell, and Pat Jennings just beaten to the punch there by Kevin Keegan's head. Jackie?
Well, that's exactly what we said what might happen. See, Chris Nichols anchored at the far post, and Jimmy Nichols the one having to take the near post, and he's not a good marker in that area.
It's going to be McElroy or Nelson. Three men in the wall. Coppell, Brooking and Curry. Nelson running over it. And a curler! Oh my word, it went against the post from McElroy.
Controlled it and stuck it in the back of the net. It was a terrific chance because he had a lot of room there.
And that's the half-time whistle. That's a kick that's going straight to Cochrane. Oh, shoved off the ball unceremoniously there was McCreary by Curry. Here's Peter Barnes doing the thing that Jack Charlton likes him to do. A lovely little flick though for Keegan, and a good cross by Keegan to the far side, and the header coming in, and it's there by Letchford. Barnes absolutely superb, but what a good piece of crossing by Keegan here. And they got in a bit of a muddle there, the Irish, between Pat Jennings and the post, just going off Pat's hand. And within a minute of the start of the second half, England have given themselves some breathing space. Jack?
That was one of the best crosses I've ever seen, because the ball was going away from Kevin. But Bob Latchford's header went exactly where Pat Jennings didn't want it to go, which was down at his feet and in by the near. Perfect.
Well, here's Keegan again. That was perfect too for Brooking. A shot, and just passed. The corner then, which Brooking will take. Watson's there, and another one! 3-0. The agony of Pat Jennings, beaten twice in the first 4 minutes of the second half. The swinging corner by Brooking again. There it is. And look at that big number 5, Dave Watson. And they could only hit it into the roof of the net. 3-0.
They're relying a lot here. They're relying a lot on Pat Jennings, and he's not getting to the ball. And there's no real competition from the big England players on these crosses. Do it. People don't seem to be closed down quite as quickly.
Well, Armstrong wasn't closed down, and neither was Spence there as they take it up for Northern Ireland. My word, a rocket shot there over the side netting. A short pass for McElroy. Here's Jimmy Nicholl coming up. Terry Cochrane on the far side, supported by Sammy Nelson. Still with Cochrane, the short little pass there. They might come to something here yet. Derek Spence tries to go in there, and eventually, my word, it didn't go in. It was Armstrong's shot, and then it bounced off the shoulder of Ray Clements, and McElroy couldn't quite turn it in.
I think the quality of the England crosses had been what it should have been, but in this second half, the quality has been that much better. Probably runs told him to get the ball deep and get it to the far post.
Corner coming in, Keegan's backward header, Letchford again! Well, that really was the old 1-2. Keegan really had to, small though he is, he had to stoop to make a backward header with that one. Brooking's corner, Keegan stooping down, and Latchford from close range. Number 4, Jack.
Well, it just shows, you see Jimmy Nichols out there again with him. And Jimmy Nicholl doesn't really know how to handle this sort of situation with Keegan. Where probably they were expecting a long, deep England ball. They pulled a 5-card trick on them and played it short and sharp into the near post. And it was terrifically well worked. Keegan's run was lovely.
O'Neill. Well, he's worming his way through to almost a chance for Derek Spence.
play getting bogged down rather in the middle of the field, but that's Watson with the long ball. Ivkov with the header. Brooking saw his chance there and went all the way. Trevor Brooking, and Kevin Keegan scores for England. A typical Brooking-Keegan combination. How well it works, and Ron Greenwood's entitled to smile. Brooking made it possible. He took on the defence, pulled the ball back superbly, and Keegan, well, a player of his class doesn't need asking twice in that situation. Just struck it low past Filipov, and Kevin Keegan. This is his 14th goal for England coming up. Watch Brooking take them on. Keegan's just behind. Here he is on the right foot, and it's driven low where the goalkeepers don't like them. And England take the lead here in Sofia through the European Footballer of the Year. To be taken again by Brooking. Oh, Watson up again, and that's gone in the net. Dave Watson got up at the far post, and England are 2-0 in the lead. David Watson beat the goalkeeper beautifully, didn't he? He really got there first. Superb header. That's his third goal in international football. And they've all come this season, strangely enough. Well, that's a tremendous breathing space now for England. The second goal, so important. Here's Brooking. Koppel. Barnes! Oh, it's 3! Oh, he's taken the match over now. Look at Peter Barnes, he's delighted. Steve Koppel's cross. And England have scored 2 in a minute. And I think that should just about see off Bulgaria. First Watson and then Barnes. Watch the cross from Steve Koppel on the right. It's floated beautifully to the far post, actually. The goalkeeper commits himself, the defender is ball watching, and Barnes just comes in and heads number 3. Bulgaria 0, England 3.
Allan Simonsen lægger den ind til Preben Elkjær, men han brænder det store tilbud. Englænderne havde den altid farlige Kevin Keegan med, som her scorer, men er dog klart offside. På den uofficielle ELO-liste var det nummer 4 mod nummer 50, og det kunne man godt se, som kampen skred frem. Her lægger Phil Neal et indlæg ind, som får lov til at stryge hele vejen gennem feltet, og en helt umarkeret Kevin Keegan kan slå bolden i nettet til 1-0 efter 17 minutter. Kort tid efter er det ved at blive 2-0, da Kevin Keegan rammer overlæggeren. Men denne gang slipper danskerne med skrækken, og stillingen ved pausen er 1-0 til England. Danskerne havde svært ved at komme til chancer i anden halvleg, men her forsøger Morten Olsen at spille Preben Elkjær fri, men Phil Neal får i samarbejde med forsvarskollega Philip Thompson reddet kastanjerne ud af ilden. Her får Michael Mills bolden. Han ser Steve Koppel ude på kanten, som lægger den ind over, og Kevin Keegan er ved at gøre det til 2-0. Men heldigvis får Bjørn Jensen klaret skuddet. Han er dog tydeligt utilfreds med, at der ikke bliver fløjtet offside i situationen. Her kommer danskernes største chance i anden halvleg. Det er Henning Jensen, der lægger bolden ind over til Preben Elkjær, men desværre er Raymond Clemens i det engelske mål vågen og redder flot. Til sidst i kampen er det ved at blive 2-0. Trevor Brooking lægger bolden ind til Terence McDermott, men hans forsøg ryger over det danske mål hos Bjørn Jensen, og det ender med en 1-0 sejr til England mod et godt kæmpende dansk landshold.
Francis coming away from the near post, leaving Reeves. It was Dimitrov who got it out, Georgi Dimitrov. And flicked on, and turned away for the corner by Vazov. And up. As Francis coming away from the near post again and getting at the break. Watson! His first shot was blocked. And not unreasonably, he snatched at the second. Reeves a little bit further over. There's Watson on the corner of the picture. And here's Huddle. Teasing chip. And it's found, it's goal! And the crowd get what's been on the cards from Dave Watson. But look at this, for a teasing chip from a man making his debut. 1-0 to England from the head of Watson. Francis. Huddle. Showing such confidence. And that's Francis, and that's a good save. Huddle. Woodcock left, Reeves right. Here's Woodcock. Another good save by Hristov. Bulgarian goalkeeper having a good game, reminiscent of Semenov here 11 years ago. Here was a shot, and it was flicked up. Could amount to a corner if Samson's going to try a long throw, but he doesn't. Reeves, well stretched. Kennedy. Francis. Woodcock! And here's Wilkins. Goal kick. And Kennedy having to cover Bazov. And they've got a man over at the back, and that was a fine save. He's had nothing to do all night, and he really had to earn his keep then, Ray Clements. Zhelyashkov who got up, and as the ball comes across, you might well see that there's a man over here, but it didn't come to him. Zhelyashkov put a good header and a really good save by Ray Clements. Wilkins. Francis, and here's Huddle. Well, you won't believe this, but he said to me before the match, it could be I'll get one. He remembered the goal that we showed him midweek for Tottenham against Manchester United. What a delight for Glenn Huddle. And what confidence with that one. Spooned up with the side of the foot into the roof. Just look at it. And that one he hit first time. And the crowd pays its own tribute.
Nicely done by Keegan. This is McDermott. Cunningham and Johnson. Keegan! Kevin Keegan, the goal scorer. Keegan went for the chip. Oh! Brilliant goal!
Thank you.